And today we are going to discuss a few more problems, like some other problems which are very important. Not only these problems, you should prepare a lot of other problems, right? So first of all, go through the problem. What is that? A single stage, single acting air compressor delivers zero point 0.6 kg of air per minute, sorry, per minute at 6 bar. The temperature and pressure at the end of suction stroke are 30 degrees centigrade and 1 bar. That means he has given the temperature as well as pressure at the suction stroke. That means during intake. So this is the intake temperature and intake pressure. The bore and stroke of the compressor are 100 mm and 150 mm. Since he has given this in mm, you should convert them into meters respectively. That means the bore is 100 mm and stroke is 150 mm. The clearance is 3% of the swept volume. Please keep in mind that he has given the clearance volume is 3% of swept volume. Assuming the index of compression and expansion to be 1.3, that means n value he has given, and he has asked you to find volumetric efficiency of the compressor, power required, uh, and that means mechanical efficiency also given. And if the mechanical efficiency 85%, then what is power required? And speed of the compressor in RPM he has asked. Okay, he has mentioned units here. Okay, if he has mentioned several units to calculate, then definitely the whatever the answer we had got, that should be in the same units which he has asked. Then only the evaluator may give the marks. Okay, so we should see that the speed of the compressor should be in RPM. Okay, whatever the calculations we have did, after doing calculations, if it is in RPM, okay. If not in RPM, we should convert that value to RPM. Okay, so that's what the given data here. So first of all, while seeing the problem, first just go through it, and definitely you have to write the given data. First of all, whatever he has given, write that given data, and after that, whatever he has asked, write accordingly problems, formulas we have. Okay, volumetric efficiency, to find out volumetric efficiency, there will be several problems. So whatever he has asked for that particular thing, write the regarding problem formulas here, right? So what is the given data? So this is the mass of air delivered, which is zero point 0.6 kg per minute, and a delivery pressure. First of all, go with the inlet pressure also. Okay, he has not given. He has taken delivery pressure first of all, since he has given delivery pressure first of all. Okay, delivers. Okay, so that's why he has taken delivery pressure as P2 6 bar, and temperature and pressure of suction stroke are, that means inlet pressure is 1 bar and inlet temperature is 30 degrees, 30 plus 273. Definitely you need to convert that value into kelvins here while discussing problems. And other than that, has given a bore length, bore as well as stroke length, right? Bore D is the bore diameter, which is 100 mm. Nothing but we need to convert that into meters here, which is zero point 0.1 meters. Stroke length 150 mm, 0.15 meters. Clearance volume is 0.03% of, in relation with swept volume he has given. Clearance volume is given as 3% of swept volume. So it would be VC is equal to 0.03 by VS. That means clearance ratio is going to be 0.03, right? And mechanical efficiency is given as 85%, right? So first of all, try to draw PV diagram. First of all, try to draw PV diagram. In some cases it may help us, in some cases it may not help us, but better to draw the PV diagram. Okay, better draw PV diagram for the conditions which he has given. So this is the PV diagram. Since he has given a clearance volume here, you should the PV diagram should be definitely like this only. Okay, if he has not given this clearance volume, then we can take one five. That means this whole diagram we can take, but he has given clearance volume, right? So definitely we need to take this type of cycle only. Okay. Next, what he has asked volumetric efficiency. Here, he has given K value. Clearance is 3% of swept volume. That means VC by VS is nothing but clearance ratio. That clearance ratio has given 0.03, right? So, volumetric efficiency, we have already derived this formula. From that derived formula we can use this here. Okay, what is that? 1 plus k minus k into P2 by P1 whole power 1 by n. Here we already know that k is clearance volume by stroke volume, that is 0.03, which is already given in the problem. So here 1 plus this k value 0.03 minus k 0.03. Here what is P2? 6 bar. Since it is ratio, we need not to convert that into Newton per meter square, just that be in bar only. But while calculating this formula, definitely wherever there is no ratio, only P2 or P1 has to be substituted, then you need to definitely convert that value to Newton per meter square. 1 bar is equal to 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. To that value you need to go. Okay, so since it is ratio, no problem, 10 power 5 by 10 power 5 it will get cancelled. So 6 by 1 whole power 1 by n is n, what is the value of n? 1.3 here. Okay, so if you substitute all the values within this formula, and if you find out the volumetric efficiency, you will get was 91.096. If you have any doubts, you can calculate the values with the help of calci. Okay, please take the calci nearby, so that you can calculate these and you will get the answers. Okay, so whatever he has asked, that we have found out. And next, what he has asked, power required if the mechanical efficiency is 85%. So first of all we will go for power required. Okay, so first of all we will go for that means indicated power we will find out. After that, after finding power required, we will go for efficiency factor. Okay, so first of all we already know work done or power required, work required or indicated power is nothing but n by n minus 1 MRT1. Here P1 V1, instead of P1 V1 we have taken MRT1. Why? Because we don't know the value of V1, so we have converted that to MRT1. As we already know, M he has given, okay, R value, it's a constant value, universal gas constant. We should have that in our mind, so that we already know R and R value, and T1 is we already know, which has been given. From this T2 also we can know by using the formula. Okay, so by how we have this, and P2 by P1 whole power 1 by n minus 1. Here not 1 by n, this is n minus 1 by n. Okay, it was mistake here. Okay, please change that into n minus 1 by n. It is P2 by P1 whole power n minus 1 by n. Okay, he was it was wrong here. Okay, so n, what is n value? 1.3 by 1.3 minus 1. He has given n value here. Okay, compression and expansion index into m value he has given 0.6. Since he has given that in per minute, but we need to calculate the indicated power in kilowatts, nothing but kilojoule per second. So we need to convert that to seconds, right? So by 60 we have taken, and that into 0.287, which we already know the value, 0.287 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Okay, into 303, which is T1. We have calculated this. That means which is the given value, and a 6 by 1. See here, he has taken the correct one only, but here he has mistaken n minus 1 by n. This is n minus 1 by n. N is 1.3 minus 1 by 1. N value 1.3 minus 1. Okay, if we calculate this whole thing, we will get the value in kilowatts, which is 1.93 kilowatts. And what he asked to find out, power required to drive the compressor if the mechanical efficiency is 85%. We just now required indicated power of the compressor only. Okay, so he asked to find out to drive the compressor how much power is required. So there will be losses now. What is the input power he has asked? Indirectly, what is the input power we are going to give? Okay, and how much work utilized is indicated power, right? How much power utilized is indicated power, that we had found out. But now he asked to find out the power required to drive the compressor. So what is the input power he has asked us? So that is, and of course he has given the mechanical efficiency. So now the power required to drive the compressor is 1.93, which is indicated power by mechanical efficiency will give us the power input. Okay, so that's what a power input 1.93. This indicated power by mechanical efficiency 0.85 will give us the power required or power input to drive the compressor. Okay, so this much of power we are using, but the developed power, whatever the utilized power is, uh, 1.93. So what happens to the remaining power? That is loss. Okay, those are the losses. After losses we have the delivery of indicated power is 1.93 kelvin, sorry, kilowatts. Okay, till now, okay, we have found out volumetric efficiency, power required. Next, what he asked, speed of the compressor, right? So, speed of the compressor, to know the speed of the compressor, we have already done this, right? While discussing some of the previous problems, we have gone through this, right? Pre delivered volume displacement volume, like that. So, in the similar way, we have this pre delivered is MRT1 by P1, that is nothing but B1 is equal, PV is equal to MRT. From P1, B1 is equal to MRT1. From that formula, we have derived this one. Okay, so PV is equal to MRT. So this V, that means create delivered at V1, we are going to take. So V1 is equal to MRT1 by this. P from here it will comes to RHS, so it will become denominator. So that V is equal to MRT1 by P1. V1 is equal to MRT1 by P1. So we already know this. M value zero point 0.6 is here, kg per minute only. Why? Because here we calculate per minute only. Okay, so no need to convert that into seconds. So zero point 0.6 into this R value should be taken in kilojoule per sorry, we should take that value in joules here, not in kilojoules. Okay, so 0.287 into 1000, this whole R value we need to take here, R value in joules here. Okay, and T value, temperature in Kelvin only. So 303 by P1, how much is P1? 1 bar. So we need to definitely convert that into Newton per meter square, 1 into 10 power 5 here. Okay, so if we calculate the whole thing, you will get the B1 value, which is 0.5218 meter cube per minute. And after that, we already know a volumetric efficiency. What is volumetric efficiency? What is volumetric efficiency? It's nothing but okay. What is volumetric efficiency? Uh, Free air delivered. That means effective swept volume by swept volume, right? Effective swept volume by swept volume, right? So what is swept volume? Swept volume is nothing but pi by 4 d square L. Okay, this means whatever throughout the cylinder where the piston is going to reciprocate. That means the volume from top dead center to bottom dead center, right? So now he asked the displacement. The swept volume is nothing but the displacement volume only. Okay, right? So we already know the volumetric efficiency, and he asked us to find out the speed of the compressor. And where can we write the speed of the compressor? From the displacement volume we can achieve that. Okay, in one of the previous problems also we have discussed this, right? So by knowing this displacement volume, we can find out with the help of this formula. So displacement volume is nothing but pi by 4 d square L into n here. Okay, and this n is going to depend upon number of strokes, also depending upon number of type of action, whether it is single acting or double acting. Okay, it also going to depend on whether it may be a single acting or double acting. Okay, it depends upon the problem he has given. So first of all, we can find out this value, we can find out this displacement value. Okay, so if we find out this swept volume, then the swept volume is nothing but this one. Okay, swept volume we can also find out by using this formula, so that we can get the speed here. So that's why we have taken this formula. Okay, so now what is the swept volume or displacement volume? This swept volume will come to LHS. It will become effective swept volume or free air delivered by volumetric efficiency, right? So this formula he has taken here. So free air delivered by volumetric efficiency. This swept volume is nothing but displacement volume only. Okay. So here effective swept volume is nothing but free air delivered here. We already found out 0.5218 by, and this volumetric efficiency has already given Okay, this volumetric efficiency has already given here, right? How much volumetric efficiency has given? Let's see. Sorry, we have found out volumetric efficiency. So yeah, yeah, here we have found out the volumetric efficiency here, which is 0.91096, right? So okay, we have found out this volumetric efficiency, right? From the first thing what he asked was volumetric efficiency. So we had found this volumetric efficiency previously, and now we have found out this free air delivered also. So it will give us the displacement volume or swept volume, right? So this free air delivered is 0.5218, and volumetric efficiency from the previous slide we have known this, okay, 0.91096. So what is swept volume or displacement volume here? 0.5728 meter cube per minute. If you calculate these two values, you will get 0.5728. So we already know that 0.5728 this displacement volume can be also uh, the it also depends upon the piston reciprocation, right? So that is pi by 4 d square L into n here. Okay, so it depends. This n value may change. If it is double acting, then we need to take it as 2n, right? But if it is single acting, then we have to take only n here. Okay, so okay, since it is single acting, we will have only n here, right? So n he asked to find out. So we have this displacement volume, and a pi by 4 we already, it's a constant value, and a d square he has given diameter, both diameter here, right? Okay, bore diameter has been given. What is that? How much? 1.1 meters, and that square. Okay, we had to take that in MKS system only, right? Into stroke length. How much stroke length has been given? 0.15 meters, right? Into n. So if you substitute all the values and you have calculated, you will get the n value as 482.2, sorry, 486.2 rpm. Okay, so in that way you are going to find out the speed of the compressor here. Okay, okay, I hope you got some idea how to solve this type of problems. And next, coming to the another problem, which is single acting two stage. Okay, here he gave us a two stage air compressor, right? Till now we have gone with only single stage compressor formulas. Now we are moving to two stage problems, right? So he has given single acting two stage air compressor deals with the 4 meter cube per minute of air. That means this is M here. M value has given under atmospheric conditions of 1.016 bar. Okay, he has given atmospheric conditions. Okay, we already know if he has given atmospheric conditions, there is another formula to find out volumetric efficiency, right? Or else we can use from the values which he has given, right? So 1.016 bar and 15 degrees centigrade with a speed of 250 rpm, and he has given the delivery pressure is 78.65 bar. That means P3. Here P3 delivery pressure he has given, right? P3 has given. Assuming complete intercooling, that means there will be intercooling is there. Okay, so intercooling is going to be there here. That means a perfect intercooler has been attached to the compressor. uh, find the minimum power required. Okay, we know the condition for minimum power required, which we already derived. Okay, minimum power required by the compressor and the bore and stroke of the compressor. He also asked to find out bore diameter and stroke length of the compressor also. Assume a piston speed of 3 meters per second. Okay, we have discussed this mean piston speed, okay, while discussing theory. And the same thing we have discussed in IC engines also, mean piston speed we have gone through, right? The mechanical efficiency of 75% and volumetric efficiency of 80% per stage. Okay, per stage we have volumetric efficiency of 80% here. Okay, has given. Assume the polytropic index of compression both the stages to be n. is equal to 1.25. So what is the compression index here? N value 1.25 and neglect clearance volume. So he asked to neglect clearance volume. That's what the problem. Okay, and so write the given data first of all. Write the given data and what he asked to find out. He asked us to find out minimum power required. Okay, we need to find out the minimum power required. Okay, so we need to find out that. So before going in that, he has given mean piston speed. So minimum work required for two-stage compressor. We already know 2n by n minus 1. First of all, write this formula. Write all the given data. First of all, write all the given data. What is given data? M is equal to 4 meter cube per minute, and P1 is 1.016 bar, and T1 15 degrees centigrade. That means how much? 15 plus 273. Okay, that in Kelvin you need to take, and speed n he has given 250 rpm, and the delivery pressure here, delivery pressure means not the intermediate pressure P2, delivery pressure here is P3 here. Okay, the delivery pressure is 78.65 bar, and he asked to find out minimum power required. Okay, and bore and stroke also we need to find out. Okay, so he has given piston speed. Mechanical efficiency neta m is 75% or 0.75, and volumetric efficiency neta b is 80% or 0.80 or 0.8. Assume the polytropy, and n value has given 1.25. Okay, after taking all this, okay, after writing the given data, now start with the piston speed. He has given already piston speed, he has given, which is 3 meters per second. So here 2 lm mean piston speed, we already know the formula from uh, IC engines. In IC engine we have we have studied this piston speed 2 ln. Okay, depending upon the stroke length it was taken. So we already know this thing, stroke length, this 3 meters per second, right? So 2ln, we already know this formula from the IC engines first unit. Okay, so stroke length, we need to find out the stroke length there. See here, what is 2ln? 2ln is 3 meters per second, right? So that ln is equal, so we need to find out L here. So piston speed by 2n, piston, this L is piston speed by 2n here. So has given piston speed 3 into 60 by 2, that means 2 uh, from here, and n is 250 here. Okay, here we are going to take here, given this value in minutes here, we need to convert that into seconds here, right? Since we are going to find out work required, definitely it should be in kilowatts. Kilowatts means definitely it should be in seconds only, right? Watt means joule per second, right? So that's why we need to convert that to seconds here. So 3 into uh, 3 by 2 into 250 by 60. Here 250 by 60 will become numerator, upper numerator here. So 3 into 60 by 2 into 250. If we calculate that, the stroke length we will get what he has asked. Okay, he asked to find out stroke length of the compressor. So we had found out. And volume handled. This value will give us the diameter here. Why? Because we already know the every value here. What is volumetric efficiency, or since he has given volumetric efficiency, we need to give that here. But volume handled is nothing but pi by 4 d square L, okay, into n, into volumetric efficiency. See here, this volumetric efficiency, you are going to come across for the compressor, power absorbing machine. That's why here we has taken multiplication of volumetric efficiency. If it is power producing machine, then we need to take the in the volumetric efficiency in the denominator. So that much difference is going to be there between power absorbing and power producing. Since it is power absorbing machine, the volumetric efficiency here is going to be in multiplication. If it is power producing machine, then it is going to be in division. Okay, so then we need to divide the value with volumetric efficiency, right? That value by volumetric efficiency in power producing machine. Since it is a power absorbing machines, we have multiplied with volumetric efficiency. Okay, so we already know how much volume is going to be handled here. That means nothing but m value here, 4 meter per minute. Okay, this is the volume of air which is going to be taken in. So this volume handled is nothing but pi by 4 d square l. We already know this formula into l. And here he has given volumetric efficiency, so take that value also. So here we already know the m value which is or v value, volume handled, which is 4 meter cube per minute. That is equal to pi by 4 d square. L value we don't know. We don't know the L value, right? Sorry, we already know the L value. We just know point. Okay, that is 0.36. And but d square, d value, diameter, we need to find out. Just keep that like that only. And L value 0.36, and speed he has given, which is 250 in RPM. Uh, into zero point 0.8, which is volumetric efficiency, right? Volumetric efficiency is given, so put that value here.